Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is in your local time frame of the world. Welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV from the beginning, where an experienced Final Fantasy XIV player goes back and starts it all over again just to see what he's missed and what's changed over the many years this game has been going. Today we are hunting down some more flawless crystals so that we can just get into things and do some things. Let's go ahead and get into it. We are here at Little Alamigo. Because we need to go to Zaharak and kill an Emulsious Sentry to get the fire crystal. Then we got to go visit the Ixal and get a wind crystal. We got the first two crystals last episode. We're getting the next two this episode. So let's dodge the fates, which I could do if I felt like it. I might go ahead and we'll go ahead and clear out this pugilist here, just so I don't accidentally aggro him or draw him in while I'm fighting what I need to fight here. Okay. Surveying at my destination. Hostile presence. He's a flame eater. Now, Chris, okay, there we go. A little lag there. He's now a crispy flame eater, though. So, we gotta go to Nautilon. So we can teleport to Camp Dragonhead. Alrighty, so we're gonna head up off over here as I try to remember how to speak all of the words. Sometimes the brain just gets ahead of the rest of the body and words don't come out in the order they're supposed to, or even completely intact for that matter. Okay, I'm going to take out this Wind Talon again, just like I did on the other guy. Just so I don't accidentally aggro him during the fight. So we got to do all this to unlock the Crystal Tower, so we can run it, so we can continue the main story mission. So, Sally Sky Kala. Let's pluck this bird. You, sir, have been sufficiently plucked. So, St. Coinix find. It's actually going to be near Mordona. Alrighty, so we got to go to. That's where I got to go for that. I do blame the slow loading on my poor beat up machine here. There's this poor beat up old computer of mine is about ready to join its ancestors from Circuit City in the great processing center in the sky. Okay, Chocobo Keeps, okay. I think somebody else is doing the same quest as I am.
Caden, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastmen? Wonderful! With all 4 crystals in hand, we're now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished, a process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again.
So you require my services to get in to set up for the Crystal Tower that you require my services to get into.
If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might as well just call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed like the licentious place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring the aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man. But I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase, and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of aether sand we acquired. Again, it's been a long time since I did this. I don't remember this particular part, but I imagine I'm probably going to be hopping from spot to spot collecting elemental aether sand. Alrighty. I'm not going to join the Goldsmiths Guild right now. I'm at least going to come in here and talk to Serendipity. Cute hair, by the way. Ah, Mr. Sin Einbies. Welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? I'm here to give you a bunch of money. You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Koinik? What a fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Rambros with the news that we finally managed to acquire quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. Afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jameen over the... Ah, I do beg your pardon. Seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design.
I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment.
Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? We're just stretching our research budget as it is. Suppose man can do without a midday meal for a year or two.
Have to give up lunch for a year or two? Ugh.
Caden, it's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you?
Examining the gold bag. Well now, that is quite a money pouch. Sound of so many gil clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming, and yet invigorating at the same time.
Oh no, You're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny that alien civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype, crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, too late, our design calls for all 4 varieties of aether sand. That's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lass. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh?
Okay, yeah, I got that one. Ahem. While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours.
Oh, it's like that, is it? All right. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two.
I do like his hair. So now, I gotta speak with Biggs.
Now then, for what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected aether sand as well, right? Then, rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. It just so happens I know of a good place to start. There's said to be a peddler in northern Thanalan who, very occasionally, handles the earth-aspected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. Thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanalan without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog and you should find him poking around with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Okay, Camp Blue Fog, which I happen to have the teleport for. So I don't know why they couldn't have just had us out here grabbing the aether sand when we were out here grabbing the crystals too. Is that, yeah. I think I remember these 3. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. For the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat silent type. Type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a Lalafellan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Oh? A friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amagina mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now.
let's get under the portcullis. Let's see what we can come off and find. Oh, lunatic followers, grenades. Yeah, these are all people that are going to attack me. Somebody's got the chocobo. The chocobo. And he's done. Okay. So somewhere around here. So there's a grenade. Grenade! Okay. So I need to rescue him from the abandoned mine. Oh, there he is. Would you guys leave me alone? I'm just trying to get a little while. Trying to get a potato out of here. How can I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair, it's just not the sort of thing I do. Now I'm gonna die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk out of here. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Hi. Caden, it really is you. Or is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? I actually, ignore the smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, it was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away. Several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is the stolen aether sand is right here in my... Oh dear. It must have fallen when I was, taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. I got it. You'll find the aether sand in my stead? Oh, thank the gods. You're a true friend, Caden. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. So I noticed. Okay, I got two guys on me now. Not the kind of grouping I want. There we go. Earth cradled aether sand. Make sure nobody's gonna try to sneak up on me while I collect it. Okay, Wedge, here we go. Caden, have you had any luck locating the aether sand? Oh, that's the fire kist. Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect Aether Sand? And you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that Aether Sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Caden. Not to worry. Let us teleport right there. Teleport to Mordona, fly out to job site. You ever see one of those moments where a song gets into your head, you have no idea? You haven't heard it recently, there hasn't been anything referencing it in any way, shape, or form around you. That section of that song just gets into your head. And right now I have that with the tail end of the Weird Al song Albuquerque. Where it just belts out, I hate sauerkraut!
Okay, then, you have returned. Take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some Aether Sand. Tell me, which variety did you find?
Fire and Earth.
I see, 2 varieties. That is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals.
I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the seven hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but Aether Sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when even his employees are so damnably inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambrose, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding?
Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit.
Forgive me for observing, but you seem rather less enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition.
Mayhap an explanation is in order. But first, let us savor the preliminary victory that Caden has won for our cause, if only for a moment.
So I'm going to grab the silver pieces. Get the money! Alrighty.
Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Pars Monstret, the master of markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where Aether Sand might be bought, it is he.
Gridania, my hometown. Alrighty. Various people talk about the practical or impractical aspects of armor and gear in a lot of games like this. This relatively practical, especially as a caster, but running in a robe like that cannot be an easy thing to do.
Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase Aether Sand? Forgive me, madam, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as the grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year. I can tell you where one might mine the ore from the water aspect and variety the Brasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the betussed nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell.
Let's see, the Earth's Gift. Yeah, it's right near Quarry Mill. The Earth's Gift. Alrighty, so just teleport there. And hop on my ride once again. Okay. Guessing this carcass is the hog he was talking about. You are too late, adventurer. Not only for the entertainment, you will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here, nay, not so much as a speck. Sorry, nose itch. No, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hoped to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous. However, accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of Aether Sand with you. The wind-touched variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixali logging grounds to the north in the North Shroud shall be our destination. That is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Believe me, I will. There we go. He said North Shroud. So. So I was just pondering something there. Having a little thought about something outside of this game. So if I couldn't fly, that would have been a much more treacherous journey. So whoever belonged to that disembodied voice just wanted me to be here as cannon fodder. Take these guys out. Wind-touched aether sand. Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of aether sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations. The wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullans. The Dullahans. Big metal dudes. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. I was going to go much further to the east. It's actually just right over here. Preemptively strike this guy so he doesn't come after me while I'm searching. Oh, there it is. Alrighty, one more down. See, big giant metal dudes. Completely hollow. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into aether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind, till I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. Okay, now off to Mordona. Zip. Okay. Back out to the find. Because my first time through here, the Crystal Tower was not mandatory. But it has become a key element in some later expansions, and the narrative's there. So now you have to do it. I mean, I've done it. Not on this character, but I have done it numerous times.
What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? You brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately.
There, that should do the trick. They look like claws.
Excellent work. We now possess all four of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland.
Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Caden here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Alligans' front door. Can't go without us, Chief.
Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do. But we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand. And the realm has been dragged onto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed?
Yes, Chief, it's, freedom through technology.
Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization, and have damn near doomed ours. Twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and, if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding will such as yours that have defined the course of history.
So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation?
Why, the task you assigned me to do, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine.
That's a cat landing right there. And it's Graha!
Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Graha Tia, one of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition.
Graha Tia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own.
So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of St. Koinek, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I can claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus.
An Archmagus? I like the sound of that.
Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart?
Ready!
You got it, dude.
Okay. I need to actually start the Crystal Tower. Esteemed colleagues, the secrets of ancient Alec beckon. Lest I keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. That's what I was going to do. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Actually, I might be remembering wrong, but I want to say when I came through here the first time, you were actually back and forth through this gate a few times. Or it might have just been how I came through here. The Crystal Tower lies beyond this point. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you're the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. Yep, and there's the 4 elemental guardians with their barriers up. I mean, technically 8, 4 elements, 2 of each, so 8 elemental guardians. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. Just obliterated that arrow, no matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one. Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Success. I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Creating a little feedback loop through the crystals and back to the statues. Do I get to do the last one, or is Wedge going to do it? Last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. Bum, 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 bum. Now, just for safety's sake, Graha, why don't you fire an arrow all the way up those steps? Just to make sure there isn't anything else in the way.
Ah, we did it! So much for the outer defenses.
Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Caden and a handpicked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower.
But without us, I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will, but our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero can reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Kaden here fits that description better than anyone I know. It is not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Kaden and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, Historian Grahatia.
Kind of want to pick up and try to wield that sword that's on the ground behind him.
Bah, do you ever tire of being right, old man? Kaden, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Kaden.
And the four barriers with the four claws or talons. Yeah, from right, they were talons in 3 as well. Yep. And then the Labyrinth of the Ancients. This is all pulled right out of Final Fantasy III. Not directly, but thematically. Okay. So, Duty Finder, Alliance, Labyrinth of the Ancients. Queue up for that. And let's see if... Oh, I can't fly here. Oh, because this is the wrong side of the wall. Go through this door, I should be able to fly on the other side. Oh, nope. I gotta take out this guy first. But like walking through a door and finding somebody aggressive yelling at you. Okay. So we'll give this a little bit of time to wait to see who all queues up for the labyrinth. And if I can go into the Rising Stones, I'm not going to trigger. I'm going to try not to trigger a cutscene because I don't want to be partway through the cutscene and have to leave it because this popped. This queue popped. Hop off. There we go. Yep, Rising Stones entrance. That was not there before, so. And I think the Ultimate Ballad. Yeah, we're gonna get introduced to the Wandering Minstrel here. That will unlock some more extreme modes of some of the fights that we've already done. Dawn may banish even the darkest night, yet ever shall primal desires burn. I'm not going to try to sing. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light and a blade forged of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. Lest you wonder, these are the words of Archon Louisoix. While not written as poetry, I find poetry within them nonetheless. Years ago, when I arrived in this land, I was beset with peril day and night. forced to endure countless trials which tested my mind, my body, and my faith. And I am not ashamed to admit that I would have faltered had it not been for the help of a handful of nameless adventurers, honest men and women who proffered the hand of friendship to a weary soul and led him safe from the darkness. When I look upon you, I am reminded of them. I can tell that you are well-traveled and possessed of both constancy and character. You are a woman of the adventuring profession, yes? I seek a valiant hero whose deeds might serve as inspiration, and I have reason to believe I have found her. After all, was it not you who faced Gaius von Belsar and his elegant weapon? You must tell me everything that happened. Omit nary a single detail, I beg of you. So let him know what all went down when we took down the big machine. Truly a tale worthy of legend, and so eerily it matches the writings of Archon Louisoix. 2 swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light and blade forged of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. The Black Wolf was a conqueror who aspired to rule through might, and the weapon was key to his ambitions. Yet in the end, the people of Eorzea entrusted their fates to a brilliant blade, the Warrior of Light. A rare fitting moniker, in my humble opinion. Thank you. At last I have found the inspiration I sought, a battle to decide the fate of a realm. The words, the notes, I can feel them coming together. Your tale, Caden Nineveiss, your song. From an era long forgotten, a blade of midnight drawn, from a distant land uncharted, a warrior who bears the dawn. Ultima's Bane, ballad composed, okay? Perfect timing. Let's see. Don't I have some food in here somewhere? I guess not. Left and right hearts. I got a bunch of money. I just don't have any food. I got a cooking sherry. I need something already cooked. So with that little cutscene there, I've unlocked. Somebody backed out. But I've unlocked, let's see here. Thornmarch Extreme I've already unlocked. Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane. It's a harder version of that fight against the Ultima weapon. So we had a full party ready to go, and then somebody just didn't make it. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. We're going to try this again. See if everybody joins up this time. It was a DPS that fell out last time. Let's see if the DPS falls out again, or if we go ahead. Okay, again, we just need one more DPS. And they did it again. Okay. Let's try this again. 3rd time's the charm, right? Okay. All the healers are in. All the tanks are in. Down to 2 DPS. Needing to check in. 1 more DPS. Come on. You just gotta hit that commence button. There we go. I guess I actually gotta get in. There we go, I got it loading. music to shift. There we go. And this is a full alliance raid. Okay, this is a full 24 players running around here. So every single figure you see there is a player that's going to be running through here. And again, while Caden has not been here before, I have. So, start off with the path to the left. And we'll get teleported back to the start at certain points. That would be me. Bard's using the Peloton to speed everybody up. And now we all fight. Make sure we take out the Veil Fours. Okay, section 1 done. Section 2 nose itched. Okay, section 2 clear. Okay, got the cursed eyes down. And section 3 is clear. Interesting outfit. Bone Dragon. Pull him back, no thank you. I'm going to be doing what I can for these skeletons around. These skeletons reach that Bone Dragon corpse. He hurts us. Hurts everybody. We got some white mages just spamming holy there. See that attack right there, that hurt everybody a bit. Not a whole lot because we haven't let them essentially flood the dragon. We've been knocked down twice now, so now comes the final knockdown. There we go. And he is clear. So now we teleport back to the beginning. And where we had gone up and left last time, now we're going to go up and right. Matthew Gunseeker. Oh, this is where we have to split up the party properly, or split up the alliance properly. So you have the right number of people on each platform. To keep the shield down for the next row's target. So you need 4 of us on here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, yep. While the rest go and make friends. See, if there aren't 4 people on that far purple platform, then our guy gets an invisible barrier. He's just outside of my range. I cannot stand on the platform and have him in range. Need that greater demon. Oh. Come on. Okay. That's done. So he was ready to stand around and do nothing for the fight. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, this one you tend to do quite a bit of standing around, not doing a whole lot, because only a certain party can fight him at a time. You get made invisible, you're the only ones that can hurt Thanatos thing. Somebody went and used the limit break too. I didn't notice if they did that earlier or coming into this guy. Oh, no, what are we there? Okay. Now, it is possible for him to live long enough to switch which party can attack him. It's possible, but not very common. Because you can stun him out of the ability that triggers the party switch. So we started going left, then we went right, now we're going straight up the guts. And then after this next section, we'll go back to that starting point and go straight up the guts and then down. And now for the least used stairs in the game. So those stairs right there. Everybody just jumps over that section there. Nobody uses the stairs that go around. Now we need to take out these 3. One party each gets a target. But we need to watch out for the Allegan napalms. Because they get to the middle and big painful boom. I wouldn't mind showing an example of that big painful boom, but I really would rather not it happen. Okay. Now the 3 guardians are all down. I'll take out the big guy in the middle. So now we head up over Disa way. And the Allegan teleporter is just, that's the spot you can teleport back to. If I were to die, I can teleport back to there to make this whole trip shorter. Behemoth. I have a mount of you. Shoot. I don't have my raise yet. I was behind that. I think we got him anyway. Yep, we did. Okay, good. We got him, okay. So that powers those down. That thing goes down the middle. And opens up one more portal. There's the big guy. It's like, let me get there. Do a ready check, and then you don't make sure everybody's actually ready before you start the fight. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Okay. and here momentarily he's going to start heading back towards the middle. We're going to get a friend on our platform here. Trapped. Thank you. Yep. If we don't get enough people on the platform, that attack wipes us out. It'll wipe out everybody. Each party needs to have enough people on the platform to activate the shield. And that's it. That's the Labyrinth of the Ancients. There's my party that just completed it. Not the whole alliance, it's just my party. In combination to that healer. See what I can get loot-wise. Oh, and I got gently patted too, which I don't get as often as Alra as I do as a Lalafell. Get a lot more random pats as a Lalafell. So this is the Allegan Temple that they wanted us to clear. No, this is the entryway to the Allegan Temple they wanted us to clear. Oh there, Caden. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. Yeah. It's not how big your tower is, it's how you use it. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun. A characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what are the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Phlegthon. Not, let's say, Acheron, Phlegthon. He was the hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. That's the Crystal Tower itself. Well, there it is, at the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Koenig's Find for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Okay. Oh, that's right. Run, hurry, run. Fly away, little pumpkin, fly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this off and see about unlocking the Crystal Tower. Then we'll go talk to Minfilia, and then we'll wrap up the episode. So good of you to join us, Caden. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the Labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself. When you are ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. I'm going to do at least this first part, so it'll leave the quest marker on the screen. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambrose will be presiding over the meeting. If you'd be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Actually, I will do that next time. Let's go speak to Minfilia, at least make some MSQ progress. Yeah, because that Crystal Tower is central to one whole expansion, although not exactly where it sits now. So, I'm going to come in here, talk to Minfilia. As the Scions now have some upgraded digs. She's still in the solar. Again, underground thing, no windows. Don't know why you'd call it a solar, but, you know. Well, it certainly is spacious. Louisois' broken staff, still in a place of honor there. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today, we declare our independence. So you're saying it's our Independence Day? We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. But this does not mean we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. You got it, babe. For Eorzea! A moment of your time, Caden. I would speak of Elidibus.
Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Albaldesian hath been met with silence.
No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. One ring-a-dingy. Two ring-a-dingy. No response. Surely they would not ignore us.
They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst.
No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. No one could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift of and knowledge, both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Aldesian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible the others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Ochre? Or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Asian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Caden. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Kryl, where are you? I'm trying to think. Do Kryl and Minfilia get to see each other face to face? Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last, they see. Yeah, no. A realm awoken. Okay, actually, I'm going to... Last 5 achievements I got. Nope, okay. 3 of them were just here today. And nothing, no minions or mounts awarded for any of those. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this here. If you're watching live, hang out. We will do a few more things in here. I do record these videos live at twitch.tv/elicnor. So come on out, hang out, give me some fashion advice, just walk and talk with me through the realms of Eorzea. You can also leave some comments below if you want to give me some armor types I should look for that I can set up in the glamour to potentially add to my look here. Because, you know what, that's not a bad piece right there. How would that match with the rest of my... Doesn't really match with the leg. I would need something different pants-wise. But it's not a bad little top, so... Help me mix and match outfits. Give me some suggestions in the comments below. Be sure and give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and ring ding rang clang that bell so you get notifications when these videos appear and other things come up on the channel. If you like the video, share it with your friends. If you didn't like the video, share it with your enemies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around again another time. Bye-bye now.